We got the task to analyze the personal characteristics of Candy, Crooks, Curly, Curly's wife, the boss, Carlson, and Wit. It is noticeable how John Steinbeck describes the characters by showing us what the characters are like through their actions, dialogue, and interactions. In this way, their feelings, motives, attitudes, their inner lives, etc. are revealed. So let's start with Candy. Candy is a tall, stoop-shouldered old man who lost his right hand in a farm accident, and is now reduced to the meanest job on the ranch, that of swamper or mineral cleaner. His internal characteristics. He is a pathetic figure. He has lost all control over his life and can only pass his time through being subservient to others, yet getting his own back on them through gossip. Only on two occasions in the novel does he stand up to people. Once when he joins in on the attack on Curly, and again when he tells Curly's wife that he thinks of her. Yeah, and his function in the novel is to show what happens to an old man bested by physical disabilities, loneliness, and rejection.
Crooks is called Crooks because of his crooked back. He is stable hand and takes care of the horses and lives by himself because he is black. He is very lonely, but even though he is black, he is treated good by the other men on the range, and is described as a nice figure.
Curly is the son of the range boss and is the evil character in Steinbeck's story. He is very angry and aggressive, even though he is quite small. Candy describes him as a thin young man with a brown face, brown eyes, and a head of tightly curled hair. Curly is a former lightweight boxer, and he can't seem to let go of that, as he always eager to fight anyone that he sees as a threat to his self-image. And that is often guys who are a lot bigger than he is. As Candy says, well, tell you that, Curly like a lot of little guys. He hates big guys. He's all the time picking scraps with big guys, kind of like he is mad at them because he ain't a big guy. This also indicates that Curly is insecure of his size because he has to prove his masculinity by picking fights. Another way to prove his masculinity is by marrying an attractive woman. It seems as he is only married to her for this reason, as he doesn't give her any attention. Quote, "If he ain't, I guess I better look someplace else," she said playfully. Lenny watched fascinated. George said, "If I see him, I'll pass the word you will look for him." The lack of attention from Curly makes a search for attention elsewhere.
Curly's wife. Curly's wife is a tart. And a tart is a young, beautiful lady who dresses tastefully and provocatively. Curly's wife may also be a jailbait, an attractive girl who you'd like to bang, but if you get caught banging her, you have to go to jail. In modern times, she is not evil and dangerous, but according to the range hands, she is very dangerous and she is a jailbait, and that leads to execution. Perhaps she could have been a lovely wife had she met the right man, and she would have been a loyal wife to any man who treated her like a person. She is either overloved or sexually satisfied by Curly, but her loneliness make her use her sexuality as a weapon to get in touch with the other Wantans.
Yes, and then we have the minor characters. The boss is just like a little man who's almost angry most of the time. but he does care for his employees at Christmas because he delivers whiskey for them. Otherwise, he is a very distant figure in the novel. Carlson, he's a powerful little man, and he hates the smell of Candy's dog, and he's a bit racist against Crooks, and he's always also the guy that kills Candy's dog. Whit is a young worker at the ranch, but he's also a very superficial as the figure in the novel because he has no real involvement in the novel.
All right, thank you.